Hello everybody, decided to do a review of this little controller right here. I've had it for a couple of days now. I got it on the first, so I've been using it like the second. And I'm gonna tell you, the DualSense Edge has literally, replaced all my controllers. Like, I don't even use the six that I have, because I have the whole collection of controllers. I don't even use them anymore, to be honest. And this is my first official pro controller to actually afford to buy and to use ever. And I love it. I really love it. It's something that I use on a constant every day, be it wireless or wired. The battery life is short, like they say, but not a big deal to me. I mean, I can just use it wired if I wish to. But I normally use the half moon, as you can see. I use the half moons. I love it. It's my first pro controller to ever use. I see why people said that, that they wish they had like 4 paddles, because I know most pro controllers from like Xbox, the Elite controller, the Razers and all that, they have 4 paddles instead of 2. But I mean, if I had 4, I would have more options to configure more buttons to it. But I have 2 so far, and it's good. I mean, I've been loving it, to be honest. It's something that I love. I use it on a daily. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's definitely a great controller. It's the haptic is way better on this controller than it is on the base controller. The diaper triggers are way better, and also the aesthetic look of it. I feel that the actual PS5, this should have been the look of the launch controller for the console. The black with the white, the contrast. It seems to me like it fits a lot better with the console itself, because you know how the PS5 center is black and the plates are white. Well, that's kind of just the vibe. Plates, center, very nice, and the grips are extremely comfortable. I mean, the first 2 days, 3 days, my hands were hurting a bit, because I'm not used to having fingers back here, so my hands were hurting around here. But now I'm actually starting to get more used to it, because same thing happened when I first got a PS5 and an Xbox Series S. The controller, for the Xbox case, the controller is smaller, so my hands were hurting. But after a while, they got used to it. And same thing with the PS5. My fingers, my index fingers were hurting because of the adaptive triggers. Not used to it. I'm guessing has to do with muscles. I'm using muscles that I normally wouldn't use. So that's the case. But I'm loving it, to be honest. I'm using these these little sticks right here. I normally don't use these kind of sticks. I use the one that comes to console, but these are way more comfortable to me. And the way to remove the joysticks, I love that you can replace these. I mean, I got no complaints about this controller. 10 out of 10. I mean, to be honest, I wish this would have been the launch controller with the console. I wish, even if it didn't have like all these fancy features, the design, the aesthetic look of it, I wish the launch controller would have looked aesthetically like this. Because that's the one thing I got when I wanted to buy it. When it released, I was like, damn, that looks like what the PS5 should have come with. This aesthetic look of it. The touchpad symbols. I was disappointed that I can't feel the symbols on a touchpad, but they're very nice to look at. And also, I like how they changed the RGB light. It's now on the sides, the bottom is no RGB light. It's very aesthetically nice. So if I now fire up, let's say God of War, let's put God of War. I can show you guys how it looks with the RGB light. God of War uses RGB on the sides. I'll give you a minute. It's firing up. See? Very nice aesthetically. I feel this is more pleasing to the eye than the launch controller does. It's definitely worth the money. Worth the $200. I mean, I believe the other companies, Razers and Xbox, I think they're cheaper than this, if I'm not incorrect. Like I said, I never owned any other pro controller. That's what it's called. People call it. I've never owned an Elite controller. Never owned the Razer Wolverine controller. None of those. This is my first, and I'm gonna tell you, it's very, very, very neat. I did try the paddles, the other ones that are here, but I found that I was mistakenly pressing it because of my fingers that I always put my fingers like this, so I have a tendency to press down. So I decided to use the half moons, because I can just do this when I'm not using them. Put my fingers underneath instead of up here. Very nice. In the triggers, I didn't know at first that you can actually use either the default that the game brings, or you can actually do this. Very handy. Profiles, never really used profiles in my life, so I was asking around some friends, you know, what can you use a Pro Controller for customization purposes? And they just said, like, it's up to you. You customize it how you feel most comfortable when it comes to gaming. You have extra options. You figure out what you feel more comfortable, you know, with extra options, you know. And I decided that for each game, I decided to do different profiles and all that. So definitely, there's no right way or wrong way to actually like customize these back buttons or use the triggers and so on. Therefore, it's up to you as the gamer, what feels more comfortable, which is interesting to me. I didn't know that concept, but after I spoke to some people, they taught me that, and I definitely agree that this controller is definitely worth its money. The grips, comfortable as hell. I mean, again, it's like I said, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 controller. It's a very, very, very comfortable controller, and design amazing. It's a huge upgrade from the default PS5 controller. Huge upgrade. So I definitely recommend it to everybody. This controller is amazing, to be honest. I recommend it. Thank you all for watching. It's been a long video, but thank you all for watching. And follow my Twitch, by the way. On Twitch, I stream video games mainly. God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, you know, so on and so forth. My Twitter and my Instagram, those two I actually post when I go live, and I make new videos, like I'm not making one now. And I hope you guys enjoyed the content that I gave you here. If you have any suggestions or anything, put in comments. I'm still learning how to do this whole YouTube thing. So any suggestions, recommendations, anything, I'm here to listen to you guys. Give me your thoughts on the controller in the comments down below. So how do you feel about it? Do you guys own it? Do you think it's expensive? Whatever, you know, is it worth the money? Because again, I've never owned any other Pro controller. So those of you who have owned Pro controllers might have a different point of view, because I've never used any other Pro controller. So I would like to hear your thoughts on comparing this to maybe the Elite or some other controllers you guys might have used and owned in the past. So with that, folks, thank you all for watching, for sticking around this long, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Oh, the video, but thank you all for watching. Bye.